Hey, what is up guys, this is TKF here. Welcome to the 600 subscribers special video. A big thank you to all of you guys that have subscribed, liked, commented, viewed, and all of the other good stuff, maybe shared my videos, I don't know. So here's a special battle for you guys. I was racking my brain looking through my laptop on the hard drive, and I was trying to think, what could I bring to you guys that I've never done before? What could be special, what could be something that you're really not used to seeing off of me. And I thought, well, what have I done that you guys haven't seen? Or maybe what haven't I done? So I came to the decision that I have never had an Ubers battle. So here's my very first ever 4th gen Ubers tier battle versus 1mil456. I know he wanted to be in my 600 subscribers special, so yeah, here you go. Let's just go ahead and play the battle back. So what my opponent is going to lead off with a Groudon or Big Red, and I'm going to lead off with my Fat Wall, which is my Deoxys. I chose Defense Form for obvious reasons because it's bulky as shit, and being in the Ubers here, I kind of predicted the opponent to be bringing really offensive, like maybe Dragon type pokes. So I'm pretty sure that 4 out of 5 of so what am I talking about? I have like a crippled team. 5 out of 6 of my pokes have Ice Beam. I'm pretty sure. I know Blissey has it, and you'll see the rest in a minute. So right here, I'm going to switch back out after he roars me around for a little while because I don't want Blissey to take a physical hit. And I'm like, you really just going to roar me around, bitch? No. So I go for the Dark Void. Purely because it puts that thing to sleep, and that's probably the best plan of action right now, because that means I'm free to switch out or switching something better to take this thing. But I carry Ice Beam on my Chronic because Darkrai is boss, and it does tear through Ubers, so I can see why this thing is in the Uber tier, as it should be. It's ridiculously fast, ridiculously powerful, and I'm carrying a wide lens at the moment, so I have Dark Void, Focus Blast, Ice Beam, and something else I didn't really get to use much. So he goes into his own Deoxys now, which I'm assuming is Speed Form. I'm not sure, don't hate on me guys, I don't play Ubers. This is the first ever match, so I don't know anything about Ubers. So he goes for the Drain Punch right here on my Deoxys, and I'm 252 defense, 252 special defense, which is a really weird EV set, but it is what it is. And he's just going to keep going for the Poison Jab here, hoping to get me poisoned for the residual damage. But I'm not going to get poisoned, and that basically means that I'm going to be able to stall him out until he dies, because I'm able to set up my spikes, and I do carry the Recover on this Deoxys, which is really nice, because I'm free to recover up whenever I want, and then I can just fire off an Ice Beam like that and take it out. So it's really good for me. Unfortunately, it is going to be slower than I would like, and I'm like mashing my speed up button right here, but it's not working. So epic 69 HP, but I get poisoned. That kind of sucks. But anyway, I get the recover off. Get half of my maximum HP. So it looks like it's more. It always does. But yeah, I think right here, defense Deoxys definitely trumps offensive Deoxys, just because this thing can still hit hard even with a non-beneficial like nature or maybe non-beneficial EV spread. I mean, I've got no EVs. Well, I might have 4 special attack EVs, but I mean, it's like doing an incredible amount to a Deoxys, considering I don't quote me on its base defenses and stuff, I have no idea, but they shouldn't be too bad seeing as it is a Deoxys. But anyway, right here is going to decide to go for the Zen Headbutt because A, it's stab, and B, because it has that 20% flinch rate, which I really want to try and stay clear of, because I'm going to need this Deoxys later on, because I've seen, from what I've seen of his team, which is the Groudon and the Deoxys and stuff, I'm thinking he's packing a really hard offensive team behind these two walls. I'm not really sure if this is a wall, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. Seem to just be taking it out here with my defense Pokemon, which is pretty pro. So right here I do get an unfortunate series of critical events where I get critted, I get flinched, which kind of sucks, but I'm so bulky, I'm just going to recover it off as soon as my HP gets low enough. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I can set up the recover, and then I can proceed to go with the Ice Beams, and I know the next Ice Beam is going to be able to take him out. But the reason why I didn't go for the Ice Beam right then instead of recovering him is because now I'm going to be almost max HP when he switches in his next Pokemon. So it's probably the best move I could have done right there. But he gets the flinch again, which kind of sucks, and I'm thinking, I'm just going to take it out right here. So just in case. So he goes for the Drain Punch. I'm not really sure why. Maybe hoping for the crit to get some HP back, but you know. So just go for the Ice Beam right here, and that's going to be able to take out the Deoxys, which is really good, because yeah, just because, you know, one less poke and all that. So Deoxys is poison right here, which kind of sucks because I'm losing, you know, all of that residual HP every turn. Not all of that residual HP, losing damage every turn because of Toxic, which is residual, is what I meant to say. So right here I go into Blissey because I'm thinking, I can take this easily. Scarfed, it's scarfed, it's scarfed. It's not scarfed, it's Specs. Did a ridiculous amount. It's ridiculous. So I know I can probably take one more, and at this point I'm thinking it's Scarf still, because, you know, I've never been hit by a Kyogre's water spout before, so I'm like, yeah, that's Scarfed. So I go for the T-Wave, and you know, I'm thinking, yes, this is good, I can just get a soft boiled up, and all that good stuff. Okay, maybe I switch. Oh, I switch into Shrek, mainly because, you know, it resists. But he goes into a Salamence right now, and this is a really good matchup for me, because I thought, yeah, I can own this thing. I carry Ice Beam, and I like Speed because I am actually Scarf timid, which is really strange, but, you know, it works. And as you'll see later on, I think it kind of won me the little battle, the little mini head-to-head we had in a sec. So I switch out now and go into Uber Proof as fodder, but unfortunately he gets the power, and he's not going to be able to finish me off, and he's probably locked himself into Thunder, which is really good because, you know, right here I can take this opportunity to soft boil, knowing that the Thunder's not going to take me out, and I'm going to be able to get off some Ice Beams. Now it kind of sucks because the set I'm running is soft boiled, Ice Beam, Thunder Wave, and Toxic. I believe I am a dual status inducing poke. So I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam right here. It is going to be like a 3-hit KO from there, maybe a 4. I think a 3. Kind of sucks that I had to stall this out a little bit, but, you know, I really didn't have anything that wants to switch in on a Kyogre's Thunder in the rain. You know, rain boosted Thunder at 120 base damage is pretty nasty as it is, especially given it's got absolutely no chance to miss because of you know, being in the rain. So I'm going to stay in. I'm going to be able to take that thing out with an Ice Beam. I didn't bother going for a soft boiled beforehand because, you know, there's no point. It's a Blissey. I don't really care at this point. So he goes into his Ments now. And Ments, you know, I was hoping he'd over predict and just set up the Dragon Dance on the switch, but he actually decides to just lock himself into Outrage, and I'm kind of wondering why. I mean, it's still quite early into the game to be using Outrage anyway, so I'm not really sure what the thought process was there. So I go into Chronic. I'm like, yeah, I like Speed easily. Go for the Dark Void. No, bam, to the face, to the face. Darkrai goes down really bad. Scarf. I've never seen a scarfed Salamence before. I was like, wow. So I go into Deoxys and I'm like, yeah, I can take a hit. Pretty sure I could take a hit, you know, 252 max defense. If I'd have had max HP, maybe, but, you know, I'm not going to be able to take it, and I go down, which really sucks. You know, stab, Salamence, you know, don't need to say anymore. So I'm like, yeah, I'm scarfed, I'll be able to outspeed, and I do outspeed, but only after finding out I was scarfed. So yeah, that was good. So the bad thing is I have to lock myself into Ice Beam, but you know, that means I don't have any option. But turns out his last poke is a Latios. Now I go for the Ice Beam right here, and I'm like, fuck, I need to take this thing out. So I go for the Ice Beam, and I do take it out, but with a crit. And I'm gonna say I don't feel bad, because it turns out that was a Soldew Latios, and Soldew Latios is banned, so I don't feel that bad. And perfect for me, his last poke is a Rayquaza, which is going to be 4 times weak to ice, because, you know, the flying and the dragon and whatnot. So I'm going to be able to take that thing out with an Ice Beam, which is really lucky, because I had to lock myself into that Ice Beam. You know, I would have had to switch. So unfortunately for me, I didn't get to use my beastly Mewtwo that I was planning. But, you know, it is what it is. And as you can see in Ubers, I mean, some pokes are... I didn't get to use my Rayquaza either, which really sucks, because it was a Dragon Dancing set. But you can see, like, in Uber tier, there's quite a few common pokes going on right there. I mean, you've got the Deoxys going on both teams, Kyogre going on both teams, Rayquaza going on both teams, you know. But, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Mainly, you know, thank you for supporting me through the through all the videos I posted, and I do have a shit ton of videos. Thank you to you guys from the Mosh Pit that will come over and check me out. That means a lot. Hopefully I'll be getting some more videos up to the Mosh Pit really soon. I plan to be anyway. And yeah, thank you to you guys most of all who leave the like ratings on my video, because those are what really helps my channel grow. And you know, I've got the aspiration one day hopefully I'll get partnered, and if I do, that'll be absolutely sick. Until then, guys, I will see you next video. I have a 5th gen match for you. It's a little Rapushin sweep, so stay tuned for that. I'll catch you guys later. On the flip side, please comment, like if you haven't already done so, subscribe for more narrated Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. Catch you guys later. Toosh.